What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You got Big Country here. Kind of dark out here this morning. Just gonna do a little quick video here. I've been waiting for it to get cold out. Doesn't really get that cold in Florida. It's 48 degrees out this morning, so it's kind of the coldest it's been in a long time. I've really been wanting to fire my dually up and just see how the after start enrichment's doing. Kind of the last thing I got to do to kind of put my dually, you know, my Holley Sniper EFI 2 to get it is exactly perfect as I want it. I'm actually coming out to my shop right here. I'm going to get my temp gun. I just want to make sure I'm going to shoot the temp on the motor, and then just make sure that engine temp sensor's relatively accurate within a couple degrees. I did have that problem a while ago, that the engine temp temperature was like 20 degrees off, so it wasn't really putting fuel to it like it should, because it felt like, you know, the truck was hotter than it really was. So anyways, it's 48 degrees out here this morning. I'm just going to check the engine temp real quick, make sure it's relatively within a couple of degrees. I'm going to start it up, check the air fuel, and then just see how the truck runs. You know, just for the morning startups until it warms up, and until you know, I've got mine set up where the ECU takes over at 120 degrees instead of, I think, 160. The way Holley EFI's got it set up, as engine temp has to reach 160 degrees, and then the O2 correction, all that takes over. So like I said, I'm just gonna start mine up real quick. It's 48 degrees out. It's the coldest it's ever been. Don't get real cold here in Florida. I'm just trying to fine tune the rest of my system on my truck, because I got another truck I'm doing right now, which I'll do a video on that one next weekend. I'm actually putting a camshaft in it. I took a set of heads. I got a set of C8 heads. I ported them. Gonna bump the compression up in the motor. I ported the heads. I got a stealth intake going on. I ported the intake. I'm putting a set of headers on it. Putting an exhaust flow master, and then of course definitely putting the Holley Sniper EFI 2 on it, because I believe in this product. It's a phenomenal product. My truck, I've been running it now for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. I mean, it runs absolutely perfect, and I tell you, it does. I'm like over the moon on how good it runs. I know some of these guys have been having problems with these systems. You know, I'm no professional tuner. I kind of learned my way around the Holley, but I do tune race cars, so my son's race car, so I kind of do have some knowledge of what they want. You know, I've seen a couple things on the internet I didn't understand. Sometimes I weigh in on it, sometimes I don't. You know, I see guys I seen a guy running, he had his, on cruise, he had at 36 degrees timing in the motor, and a wide open throttle, he had like 31 degrees timing motor. I didn't really understand that. I did ask the question. I'm like, why would you want more timing, you know, when you're basically running 7 or 8% throttle? I mean, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It seems to me though, you know, more fuel, more timing. You got to be able to burn the fuel. If you got less fuel, you probably need less timing. But I don't know. I don't run that on my truck. You know, I think I only run probably at cruise. I'm probably only running like at 26 or 28 degrees. Wide open throttle, I'm running at 34. But, you know, like I said, to each his own. I also see a lot of guys run their air fuel, and on the fuel is a lot leaner than I run mine. I got a 460 gas big block truck. My air fuel, I had it lean. You know, I was running it like, I think at an idle it was like 1420, and you could actually feel a miss in the motor. You could feel it miss, and it wasn't happy. I added fuel to it, and it cleaned itself right up. I think on my air fuel on the idle I'm running right now, I run it at like 1320. I think wide open throttle, I run it at 12.8, 1280. And then I want to say at cruise, I run it at like 1322. But my truck runs really good, man. I've actually made pulls on it and data logged a file, and actually pulled the plugs, looked at it, cleaned it up. I've actually took it to the racetrack and ran it. My son has a hub dyno coming in. It's supposed to be here, I think, end of the month. I'm actually going to put my trucks on a hub dyno. I'm going to put a factory stock 460 big block 1986 truck on it. I'm going to put my dually on it that has the EFI on it, that has Holley EFI, so I can see the difference. And then this truck that I'm converting over right now, which is going to have heads, camshaft, it's going to have a lot of upgrades. I'm hoping it can make somewhere around 450 to 500 horsepower. Of course, that won't be rear wheel horsepower, but I can calculate that up. I mean, I think from the engine, from the flywheel to the rear wheel is probably somewhere around 20% margin. But anyways, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it, man. I've been working on it. I think that Holley EFI is it's the next thing. It's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not gonna lie to you. So again, I'm gonna get my temp gun. I gotta look over my air conditioning cart. Get my temp gun. I'm gonna go out there and check the temp, make sure they correlate, and then I'm gonna crank this thing up and just see where the air fuels are. And if I have to make an adjustment, I'll make an adjustment right now. That'll be a final adjustment on that tune-up, and then I'll be putting that file in my truck next week, in my other truck that I'm doing the motor on. Might have to do a little adjustment on that too as well. You know, motor's gonna make probably another 200 horsepower, but that's okay. I'll be ready for it. All right, guys, I'm out here at this truck. We'll check this engine temp real quick. I let this truck actually sit outside last night. I normally don't do that. All right, so it says it's 51 degrees, or 52 actually. We'll see what the engine temp sensor says. See how accurate that engine temp sensor is. Hopefully it's pretty accurate. And if it is, then that'll definitely help it be accurate with the after start enrichment. Actually, it's never even been cranked up in this cold of weather, so who knows, it may not even fire up. Don't worry about my mess. I got wire shit hanging down there. I just ain't had time to clean it up. But like I said, I've been waiting for it to get cold out, so this is the first time we got a cold front just today. It's gonna get warm tomorrow, so. All right, here we go. Let's see if she'll crank up. No pedal. Let her do her deal. Fire right up. All right, I'm gonna get online here. There we go. Yes, sir. Look at the air fuel line that I got set in the truck, and look at where it's running. It's like I don't even have to do nothing, man. It's purring like a kitten. Thought I was gonna have to make some adjustments, but I don't have to make any adjustments, man. ECU does it on its own. Now you can see my target air fuel now is at 11.3. Air fuel's running 11.5. But like I said, the O2 and the Learn is off right now because the engine temp's not there, so it might be just a little bit higher than what it should, hell, I don't even know what it should be, if you want to know the truth about it. I just do it by however the truck runs. But I mean, man, the truck's just running smooth right now. It's engine temp. I actually got the 3-inch screen on, and I have a 5-inch screen on both at the same time. You don't have to, but eventually I'm taking the 3-inch screen off because I moved to the 5-inch screen. But man, I'm completely excited about that. I thought I was gonna have to make some adjustments, and you can see engine temp's 52 degrees. Yeah, man, that's pretty awesome. Man, I guess my tune-up's just on point right now. There's nothing to do to it. It's running purring like a kitten. Again, those air fuels that some of these guys are running, I don't understand them. You know, like if I was to have this air fuel at 1420 right now, this thing would just be steady missing. It would be bumbling and missing, all kinds of crazy stuff. So I just kind of put in my truck what the truck, you know, what it asked for. You could tell. You know, also the map was a lot higher at 1420. I mean, it was extremely higher, and the truck, you could just feel it had a miss in it. You know, once I brought the timing back, you know, of course it didn't want no 34 degrees timing up there idling. Like my timing is a various timing, so I've set it up on a map, timing map. So it does its own thing, adjusts when it needs to. If you watch the time. But yeah, man, I'm pretty pumped. I wanted to try to do a cold start. I haven't been able to do one. So now I've done a cold start, and there ain't nothing to do to it. Now, all the current Learn, the closed loop, and the Learn status, none of that's going to work until I've changed my perimeter on mine. When my truck hits 120 degrees, it'll start. All that will come on. But it's currently 6 o'clock in the morning out here. But I'm pretty pumped. What's up, bud?
It's 6:30 in the morning, Dad.
I know.
No, seriously.
Well, you're already up. Your dog. You left your dog up.
Like that.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It's 44 degrees out. I had to do this when it's cold. Well, it's right here, buddy. I'm sorry. You get up at 4 o'clock every morning.
Dude, it's Saturday.
I know, but I'm sorry. I just got in trouble by my son. Anyways, it's good, man. Check her out, dog. I'm so stoked about this Holley EFI. You don't even want to know, man. It's like, you know, there's nothing to even do to it. As it's warming up, it's just getting better and better. Out on smooth as silk. That's it, man. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Hopefully next time, man, I have this other truck running. It's got a set of, like I said, it's got a set of closed chamber heads on it. Set of 1968 closed chambered heads. That thing's got like a 75cc head on it. As opposed to a 95cc head. I still left the dish pistons in it. Still gonna have stock short block other than the camshaft. I had Iskandarian grind me a cam. Actually, Nolan, the president with Iskandarian, he selected the camshaft for it. He knows what I'm doing. Yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a cool deal. I ported a stealth intake. I got a port match stealth intake going on it. I'm gonna try and make sure that I keep the RPM down, not really high, keep the torque range on it really good. It's basically like a 1500 to 5500 camshaft going in. It's still a flat tappet camshaft. You know, of course, I'm putting headers on it and putting a Flowmaster exhaust, so it should sound pretty good, but I believe it's going to have really good power. I really do, man. Plus with the Holley EFI, it's just going to set it over the top. The Holley EFI is just, I don't know, man. It's just, in my opinion, it's in a league of its own. It really is. These old trucks, I've had a bunch of these trucks for years as a kid, and you know, the old ignition module always give me problems. Would always overheat. You know, they would also vapor lock. The carburetors, the fuel would vapor lock. So, man, dude, the Holley EFI, you put it on it, and it's like a brand new vehicle, man. It just runs and drives so great. I cannot say enough about it. So hopefully some of you guys move over to that Holley EFI. Don't be afraid of it. It's user friendly. You just got to figure it out. I see a lot of tuners on there. Everybody's talking about tuning it, and yeah, I would recommend get a professional tuner if you can't do it. I navigated through mine, but again, I tune a lot of software, so it didn't take me very much to figure out how to navigate through the Holley. So it's a great product, man. I can't emphasize enough how good the Holley Sniper EFI 2 is. I do know, I hear a lot of scuttlebutt about the EFI 1. I have actually worked on a half a dozen of them, helping guys out, and it was honestly wasn't nothing wrong with the EFI 1. It was literally just the way they had it set up, the way they had it programmed. Some of it was wired wrong, so you know, just follow the instructions, man. Do it like they tell you to do it. Don't cut corners, and do the installation exactly how the directions tell you, and exactly how the wizard, go through the wizard, get it set up, man. I believe it's a really good product. The only thing I have had go wrong with mine, I had the IX sensor go out of it. It was acting real goofy, making the truck run goofy, but man, no problem. They're electronic, they're parts. I put a new IX sensor in it, and boom, truck back running flawless. So I thought I was gonna have to change my tune up a little bit, but I can tell you in 48 degrees, I ain't got to change tune up. So that thing was on point. So very happy with that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe next week I'll have a video firing the other one up with around 450, 500 horsepower. I'm very excited about that. Y'all take it easy.